Top 10 Weird Body Piercing. Body piercing, one of the few traditions carried from 9th century BC and still prevalent across the world. While it is known and common to have ears and nose pierced, but what we have compiled in our video is all the weird body piercing people have gotten in different parts of their body, and it's something which one cannot even think of. While there's only so many directions that you can go with tattoos, the body modification world is always coming up with new and more extreme procedures. The piercing community particular has stepped up its game over the last several decades by showing the mainstream more and more unusual methods of poking holes into human skin. We've collected some of our favorite wild and wacky piercings that you won't believe exist in the gallery below, and it's time you took a peek at what's out there. We bet at least one of these modifications will blow your mind, and maybe you'll be inspired to book your next appointment with a local piercer. Tell us which one is the weirdest, and don't forget to comment and subscribe. Number 10. Stretched labret piercing. It's very likely that a stretched labret piercing will impact your chances of getting a job. It really depends on what sort of career you are pursuing. Generally speaking, creative jobs, workplaces are more tolerant about body modifications. But any sort of work that requires you to interact with people, be it customers or coworkers, is gonna be affected by your piercing. Some will see it and think you're not professional, or trustworthy, or capable. Number 9. Stretched cheek piercings. Joel Migler, a German model, said he had been experimenting with different art since he was 13 years old. First he began stretching his earlobe, then he forked his tongue, then somehow it morphed into stretching his cheeks into 2 giant holes. Number 8. Rhino piercing. The rhino is a cartilage piercing done vertically through the tip of the nose. Sometimes also referred to as a vertical nose tip piercing, the name rhino comes from the piercing's resemblance, particularly when tipped with a spike, to the nose of a rhinoceros. Number 7. Stretched nostril piercing. There are many different methods of stretching, but they all work toward the same result, increasing the size of your hole. The key to stretching is time. The slower you stretch, the easier and more comfortable it will be, and the further you will be able to go. There is no single right way to stretch a piercing, but there are definitely many wrong ways. Stretching a piercing requires a long-lasting conversation with your body. You need to be able to recognize and respect your limits and the limits of your body. Number 6. Horizontal eyelid piercing. There are plenty of options around the eyes for beautiful and creative piercings. Popular surface piercings can also be placed in this area. The jewelry is chosen based on the desired piercing length, that is, depending on the desired distance between the balls. Horizontal eyebrow piercings are simply surface piercings made horizontally through the eyebrow. A common alternative is piercing directly above or below the eyebrow. The result is clearly visible because the balls are at a 90 degrees angle facing forward. The rhinestones stand out beautifully in this version, and it results in a more modern eyebrow piercing than one usually sees. Number 5. Vertical eyelid piercing. As we all know, our eyelids are designed to protect our eyes. No surprise, you will be shocked to see these extreme eyelid piercings. The lid is pulled away by a pair of smooth and sterile forceps to prevent scratching the eyeball surface. Once pulled, a sterile needle is pushed through the lid from the inside then out. A non-allergenic metal ring is usually the jewelry of choice. Number 4. Eyelid piercing. First people started getting their eyebrows pierced, then they started getting the bridge of their nose pierced, now they're piercing their eyelids. I guess you can't pierce your eye, so maybe this is as far as it goes. It seems like the newest trend is going below the eyebrow and going straight to the eyelid. This gallery will show you everything you need to see when it comes to the new trend. Number 3. Sclera implant. It is the strange placement of some material on the surface of eyeball. Even it can be too dangerous to have, but these people have these for whatever reason. Number 2. Finger web piercings. A hand web piercing is a piercing through the web of the hand between two digits, such as between the forefinger and middle finger or forefinger and thumb. This piercing has a high rate of rejection because of the nature of the tissue and how dynamic or mobile the area is. Number 1. Ankle piercing. Ankle piercing is one of the popular types of piercings done besides the ankle, either above or below the joint region. This type of piercing involves a lot of risks. Ensure you visit a studio specialized in this piercing to carry it done. The healing process takes about 4 to 8 weeks to heal.